Portugal.
Well, for Germany, they're rolling out a 3-4-2-1. Voldemada getting the start up front, his first ever match for Germany. The 100-cap man, the captain, Joshua Kimmich, got a nice little introduction and ceremony before the match, and boy, would he love to get the big win in this one. Sané and Wirtz will be floating underneath Voldemada up front. And for Portugal, a couple of different changes for them. Two players starting that recently won the UEFA Champions League with PSG. Bernardo Silva, fresh off of his 100th cap for Portugal. He starts in the middle of the field. As ever, Cristiano Ronaldo up front. 220th appearance for him, sitting on 136 goals. And boy, would he love to add to that tally here tonight in Germany.
We are 1 year and 1 week away from the beginning of the World Cup back home in North America. And so what a wonderful opportunity for the very best of Europe to lay down a marker, to make it clear to everyone else in the world they should be considered a favorite to win that World Cup next year. As we are underway in front of a phenomenal atmosphere and a bit more of a mix of fans.
Portugal looking to rapidly turn defence into attack again. Pedro Neto remains the outlet. Kimmich was uncertain, but he did enough.
Yeah, he was fouled. Again, look at his positioning. You know, he sprints back into a good defensive position, goal side of his man, and he is nudged off the ball. I think Ronaldo's saying there wasn't a foul in there. There certainly was, but again, his willingness to get back into a good defensive position. It's hard work.
Good work from Pedro Neto, slipping in behind Jonathan Tah. Pavlovic has to work hard to keep up with him. Neto, Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's saved by Ter Stegen. The first shot in anger of this Nations League semi-final.
He should be doing better. He gets the ball out of his feet. It's just not a clean contact. I think he scuffs it down into the ground, takes all the pace off it.
Some opening night nerves on display. Bruno Fernandes looking to return it to Nuno Mendes. Good anticipation by Joshua Kimmich, who's been caught. Free kick to Germany. And Kimmich could have a problem.
That's really diligent defending from Kimmich. You know, he's a wing-back. He wants to get up the pitch. When Portugal have it, he's got to track the forward runs I mentioned.
Service from the wide areas.
Come back for Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto now against the German captain, Joshua Kimmich. Neto to the byline, fires that cross in. It's sent in behind. Pavlovic, just his second career start for Germany, out for a Portugal corner.
This is what Nagelsmann wants, though, when his team are very dynamic with the ball. Look how many players in the attacking part of the field here now.
It's clipping that one in. Kimmich in the back post, knocks it down, and Frank Goretzka right through the legs of a defender, but right to the goalkeeper, Diego Costa.
Because with the possession, they're able to really rotate.
Anton never really caught hold of the delivery. This is Bruno Fernandes, and he's been caught by Leroy Sané. Free kick to Portugal.
Yeah, it's a poor ball in from Anton. It's really hitting home. Just feels he has to deliver the ball into the box. But, you know, just take a touch, have a look, try and pick somebody out. Just a clip of the heels there on Bruno Fernandes. But they've got to be careful, Germany. They're coming.
Acceleration here now from Pedro Neto. He started this run inside his own half. Not a million miles away from Pedro Neto.
Yeah, I can understand why he takes the shot on. Once that ball is picked off, they've got so much pace.
Kimmich back to Sané, cleverly works between the pair of them. Pavlovic, he tried to pick his spot. Ignacio, Bernardo Silva. Nuno Mendes looks for Pedro Neto. That's been the supply line that has given them most choice so far. Pedro Neto, really good defending. Rock solid Robin Koch.
Well, in that position, you've got to get the defensive basics right. Stay on your feet, watch the ball, and Robin Koch did outstandingly well.
Germany going ever so slowly. Cristiano Ronaldo, has he still got the pace? He's got options here. Ronaldo in that sort of situation usually only has an eye for goal. Now, he's insistent that should be a corner kick, and the officials are saying goal kick.
it did seem to come off a German defender. It's pretty obvious. We're right in line with the strike, and I understand why Ronaldo's unhappy. But again, the opportunity for him, João Neves.
For Pavlovic. Oh, he's got it back. Down he goes inside the penalty area. Following up, Walter Made is denied. Well, there'll be a few protests here as to whether there should have been a penalty kick awarded. Video assistant referee tonight, Alan Broszak, will be watching the replays in the background.
Germany did well because it's so congested. There's so many Portuguese defenders in there. They pick their way through. Great layoff from Walter Made.
Get Pavlovic. Wirtz. Germany trying to shift through the gears, but snapping ankles again as the approaching challenges come in. Bruno Fernandes has come off on the worst of that tackle.
Yeah, he was the one closing down Florian Wirtz, and I don't know whether Wirtz did anything wrong or whether it was just an impact injury as he dived in and won the ball back. It was a clean tackle, but I'm not sure that Wirtz did anything wrong unless he accidentally maybe trod on him.
Away on the edge of their own penalty area. This is Kimmich. Sane. Got Mittelstadt to his left. He's got Wirtz to his right. He tried to play it to Walter Made. Kimmich. It's a decent delivery. Inacio was underneath it. Portugal still haven't gotten it away. Sane. Looking for the angle. Pulling it back. Another good save to deny Goretzka. That's two world-class stops now from Diogo Costa.
It's such a difficult save because he doesn't see it so late. He's actually moving to his left. His body weight seems to be to his left and then has to readjust and get down quickly. It's an outstanding save.
Played in by Bruno Fernandes. Looking for Ruben Diaz. Shoots Pedro Neto. Plenty to aim at here. Ruben Diaz. Well, I'll tell you what, if Kimmich meant to do that, wow, how brave. Or was he looking? We haven't seen too many of them from Germany tonight. Mittelstadt, Goretzka, Kimmich again. Now Sane. Wirtz. Just quickening of the pace from Germany, but Wirtz hits it straight at the keeper.
Moving freely at all.
Mittelstadt is the German player who's gone down. Ruben Neves is appealing his innocence.
Once again, was there foul in there?
Mittelstadt. Mane. This time he's been fouled.
Yeah, he does well there. He protects the ball ever so well. And once you've got a defender at your back, if they don't win the ball, make...
De laatste fluitsignalen van deel 1 van Slavko Vincic. Duitsland-Portugal. Een interessant duel, dat zeker. Af en toe vermakelijk. Genoeg kansen, maar nog geen doelpunten. Hij kreeg ook een kans, Cristiano Ronaldo. Maar de meeste mogelijkheden... kan nog oplopen tot 70 miljoen. Maar Tijani Reinders is speler van Manchester City. Prachtige stap.
Well, the Portuguese goalkeeper Diogo Costa made 4 saves in that first. Most of the chances Portugal have had have come directly after a German mistake. Sane against Nuno Mendes. Good defending. Nuno Mendes spotting the opportunity here. Has been able to steal away possession. Now, can he pick out a teammate? Ronaldo! Within a whisker. 40 years of age. He stretched every muscle and sinew to get to that.
And he just couldn't quite get that solid contact with Nuno Mendes.
Lost at home in these Nations League quarterfinals. That was when Germany beat Italy in Milan. Julian Nagelsmann hoping that home advantage could count here. That's very clever from Kimmich. Wirtz! The opening goal for Germany! is an instinctive flick of the head from Florian Wirtz. It's a break in the deadlock of this tight Nations League semi-final.
Yeah, it's a wonderful clip-forward ball from Kimmich, but Portugal, they're complaining to the referee, and I'll tell you why, because as the ball is clipped forward, the centre-half is actually blocked off by Voltemade. Just watch this, as the ball is dinked, number 11, he just actually steps into, I think, Ruben Dias, and that's what the Portuguese defence is not happy about. They feel he was kind of impeded there, wasn't allowed to get to the ball, but I don't think Voltemade actually does a lot there. He's not kind of shoving Ruben.
Mendes tackled by Leroy Sané, but Ronaldo keeps it alive. Pedro Neto too close to the keeper.
Yeah, you really need to flash those.
Here it comes from Bruno Fernandes, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He rose well, but he just couldn't keep it down.
It's a difficult header. He is a brilliant header of the ball, but because the ball is kind of floated in, he has to kind of generate all the power and then try and get the accuracy as well. If the ball is whipped in with pace, you can just redirect it, but that leap is phenomenal. But again, the difficulty is there's not a lot of pace on the ball. It's harder to head goalwards.
Getting ready to come on. This is Bruno Fernandes taking on Robin Koch, and a shot that bent and wasn't very far away at all. Well, Bruno Fernandes felt that might have been a corner too, but the decision is called kick.
Yeah, he's given a little bit too much time and space to get the strike in. Once again, they feel there's a possibility of a touch there off a German defender. This will give us a better view. This is just a toe of Robin Koch that takes that ball wide. Bruno Fernandes clearly thinks so, referee.
Trincao to João Neves. How are Portugal going to react to this setback? Bruno Fernandes tries to take it away, but there had been a foul on Voltemade, and that is a yellow card, the first of this semi-final.
Yeah, we saw it in the first half with Voltemade. He has that ability with his size, just to get in between the ball and the defender. The defender's desperately trying to get past him to the ball. It's good centre-forward play.
Has been good, they're remaining positive.
Yeah, there's more urgency, there's a higher tempo. That's to be expected when you go a goal down. You've got to take the game to your opponents, and they're doing that.
Conceição, fleet-footed. Oh, it's brilliant! It's absolutely sparkling! Francisco Conceição rolls back the years, memories of his father scoring against Germany, and now the younger generation does the same. His dad scored last time Portugal beat Germany. Tonight, Francisco Conceição has put them back on level terms against the Germans here. And this is Pedro Neto, and Cristiano Ronaldo can't finish, and it's still alive for Conceição. Germany on thin ice at the moment. Vitinha. Let's touch for Bruno Fernandes again. Nuno Mendes for Cristiano Ronaldo. They keep writing him off. They keep saying he's too old. Cristiano Ronaldo keeps scoring the goals. That is number 137 of a stellar international career.
Well, the genius of this goal is its simplicity. It's just pass and move football. You know, Nuno Mendes, little layoff. Bruno Fernandes returns the ball to the onrushing Nuno Mendes. There is a question mark here about Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he ahead slightly of Nuno Mendes? And that's, of course, what will be checked now. But it's brilliant football to open Germany up. Will the goal stand?
And it's Conceição versus Tar, and Conceição was always going to win that sprint. Now, has he got the finishing touch again? A whisker away.
It's a wonderful opportunity to kill the game off, but he goes for pure power. He doesn't need to. You can see he absolutely smashes that ball. If he just caresses it with his instep, just kind of whips it He just needs to pass that with pace toward the far post.
Bruno Fernandes, back to Conceição. And Kimmich just ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal were almost in again.
Again, it's the simplicity, just pass and move football, high tempo, well-weighted passes.
Bruno Fernandes slipped away from Tar, who brought him down. And that's going to be a yellow card for Jonathan Tar.
Yeah, this is not where Tar really wants to be. Bruno Fernandes in between the German backline and midfield, so the centre-half feels obliged to step out and deal with him. Bruno Fernandes is just too smart for him, manipulates the ball. Sees the centre-half there, just...
Adeyemi. Angle was tight, but he hits the post. That is Germany's best chance since the Wirtz goal.
Yeah, Wirtz was a bit clattered on the halfway line. The referee did the right thing to let Germany go forward. There was a foul in there. But Ruben Dias just gives Adeyemi a little bit too much room there to get the strike in.
Here is Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get a late flourish? Helped out by Jota. Conceição! That is a miraculous double save by Marc-Andre ter Stegen to keep Germany in this. Conceição, the nutmeg on Adeyemi, Ronaldo sliding. Kimmich got there first and was fouled. But Marc-Andre ter Stegen, not one, but two world-class saves back-to-back. And that will prove to be the final.
Van de Nations League in 2025. Het verslaat Duitsland in Duitsland met 2-1. Na een 1-0 achterstand, al vroeg in de eerste helft opgelopen, was Portugal gewoonweg te sterk.